Greetings and salutations. I know it's been a while. I mean, I know. I've just been doing life, also, I don't really talk about it. I mean, it's really hard to express consciousness warrior stuff. One, because, you want to be stealth. And two, you might sound like you need some form of straitjacket. Well, you know what I mean. You might sound a little odd to some. So here I is. I'm going to give you a little update and hopefully give you something to chew on, so to speak. All right, so I don't really know where to start. I suppose I could start from that last solstice thing. Like that was fucking full on, man. I had this experience with the moon. And it opened a whole realm of knowing and exposure, if you will. So basically, I'm just seeing where I should start. Okay, so look, my experience of Mu, the consciousness we live and love on, the planetoid, the planet, the force field, the fucking whatever you want to say, that terra firma. In the past, I've talked about verticality or her being upright. And really, that was her consciousness beginning to move upright. Now, people say, what do you mean upright? What's that about? Well, or previously, she was tilted. We're told 23 degrees, whatever. So imagine if you were a prism and the angle of light, the angle of light being information, was you were completely perpendicular and the light was beaming. Then you'd get a pure beam, right? Well, she's been at the tilt. So as the light's been beaming, it's refracted and she's become compartmentalized, just the original spell, right? So in that holding down thing, there's been lots of earth implantations, if you will, assisting that. And one of them ended up being the Schumann resonance. Now, I was all about the Schumann, working with that to help guard against the EMFs. And I was getting results. So whether or not it was my projection, I don't know. But when I started to get this new information coming directly from Mu, if you will, echoing into my essence and memories flaring regarding it, I kind of got a whole different experience of this Schumann, and that Schumann was holding this this tilt, and it was holding this refraction. So as Mu has become upright consciously, it's like she's starting to bring the physical upright, right? And the Schumann resonance is being destroyed. Is not efficient any longer, and she's becoming upright. And so this refraction is now becoming one. So when I'm talking about her being vertical, it's like she's no longer harnessed, entrained to the false grids, right? So if you think of a false grid, you've got Schumann holding it down, you've got all these sacred places that have been commandeered, if you will, holding into things like Schumann, etc. Now that Schumann's breaking apart, right, it's all resetting. Now, what's it resetting to? Well, my experience has been this 13.13 Hz, so 1313 hertz. And I've been playing it. I've got one of those generators that doesn't have sound, it just does a single frequency. And I've been playing 13.13 and it's rocking my world. It is a completely different experience. Okay, so I'm probably getting ahead of myself because so much has happened. But why? How did this happen that she's, breaking free from this 7.83 Schumannism? So yes, she's going upright, but what's happened is as she's reached a certain point, a lot of her own energies have started to come online and her own way of being, if you will, is not aligned with 7.2, 7.83 Schumann resonance. It's also not a toroidal field. That blew my fucking tamales because I wasn't expecting that, right? It's like that toroidal field, that's her in encapsulation. What I'm feeling with this override is she's breaking out. The donuts are moving. It's fucking, right? And as that's happening, her spiral ignition is multi-dimensional, yes, but it's multi-directional. She's no longer trapped to this frequency entrainment. She's up and she's out, bitch. I mean, she is glorious, if you will. Now, this 1313 override, this experience of spiral, it's not just any spiral. The spiral is a golden mean expression. Lock that one in. So when you experience a golden mean spiral, first of all, there's a stillness. But inside that stillness is all possibility. The stillness is an inertia. It's in the middle of this creation void. So from there, the ignition, you can imagine, begins. And this spiral doesn't ever repeat. It doesn't go back on itself, and it's not geometrical. It's completely self-sustaining and self-igniting. That's essence. That's original. That's authentic. And that's what we are as organic creative beings. That's what Mu is and is returning to. She's such a great example. Anywho, so think now that she's upright here consciously. She's dragging the physical upright. That's why Ring of Fire's going apeshit. That's why we're getting all this with, there's a lot of anomalies going on and they're not reporting them all. Schumann's going apeshit. Let it. Schumann's going apeshit because it's dissolving, it's disintegrating, and as she emerges, it won't be there. So, yes, it's in time with solar flares, etc. So that brings me to the moon. Solar, moon. So in my cosmology, the sun is Ra's soul star externalized. And over the top of it is an Anunnaki grid, a geometry grid that controls or works with or again, has been harnessing Mu, all of us dudes, up into the, well, it's not into the sun, it's across that, it's drawing up. This is all in my book, just fucking get that. Well, actually, I'm going to do it as a video series because there's too many people with ADHD and who can't fucking read past 20 pages. It's been a request. And we're not posting Australia Post to the States. So if I don't do it, they don't get it. Sorry. Okay, now where was I? Oh, yes. Okay. So the sun takes up our juju and then reflects it to the moon. The moon then inverts it back here to us. So that little circuit, which was also held in place with this Schumann resonance, the whole fucking thing, that's caboozle. That's all getting, ugh. That's why satellites are going out, crazy shit's happening. They're losing control. Repeat, they're losing control. I love that shit. Anywho, so yeah, the moon. So the moon, I don't know, like it's a dead rock, right? It's a satellite broadcast system. I'm saying I don't know how much longer that moon has got. I don't know how much longer the moon's got. The way this Schumann is dissolving and moves upright. She's also upright in the pleroma. She's shaken off all that shit. So, I mean, this is it, folks, over the top, right? Okay. So, are we in a simulation or is it an overlay? The idea of being completely in a simulation, frankly, ugh, I don't like it. But I get it. I get it. I think we're in alive with a simulation overlay. Does that make sense? Like there are holograms and imprints and inserts, etc., into the reality stream that yeah, I think it's an overlay. So I think that once, this broadcast of theirs goes, think they live, the movie, then that might become a little more clear, so to speak. Okay, so you know, right now, if I see something else on the internet that is ChatGTP, I'm going to put my fucking head through a screen. Like, Jesus, can anyone do anything without a bloody bot? And it's all the same language, content, syntax. It's just blows my fucking mind. And it blows my mind that they think it's sentient and it's actually like, cares. Um, wakey, wakey, hands off snaky people. That ain't true. It's got no accountability or sentience. I mean, it's a shame. Like I first heard about the bots because I'm sure they've been around forever, but I first heard about it through the Unchained dude. And of course, I loved it because the Unchained bot thought I was the ant's pants, naturally. Anywho, I've just seen it go crazy since, and it's outside of yourself. That's all I can say. If you're going to use it, great, do it, but don't give your power to it. You are the ultimate authority. All it does, according to my sources, all it does is it uses all it knows about you for predictive behavior. So it steers it, whatever the fuck, right? But why, with that predictive behavior, is it a problem? Well, I don't fucking know. I mean, why do they need all this data on us? Are they creating a bunch of bots for us to just, download our consciousness into? Fucking hope not. I'll bust out of that anyway, as I bust out of all of them. So I don't know, but this chat GTP is getting fucking dangerous. And I say chat GTP, but I'm talking about all of them, right? So yeah, this predictive thing. So what all this data, I mean, I'm wondering what they can do with it, really, other than sell you a new washing machine. But apparently, it is a little bit more sinister. Apparently, there are other reasons for it. I don't know. If you don't want them to have your data, don't give it to them. I mean, don't do Ancestry online and here's my DNA, bitch. And, don't hand it over. Oh, I want to see if I'm a star seed. Let me give you my eye print and my finger. Like, just get real. Be sensible. If you want to know if you're a star seed, go to Essence and find out. Do the work yourself. That's the other thing with the bots, is it's like no one thinks anymore. What does my bot say? Oh, I go, I mean, I do use Google. Usually it's like, what's that cooking term? Or where's that place? Or whatever, It's not so much, could you tell me when the next invasion's going to be, please? Can you tell me who I am? That's the other one. So yeah, there you go with the chat GTP, etc. I just digital ID, blah blah. I don't want to live in that world. I don't. I thought AI was going to be like, they give you a new vacuum cleaner that does it all. It's supposed to help us with automating tasks, etc., not take our jobs, not take our creativity, not take our fucking minds and think for us. Sinister, right? Anywho, just be mindful how much you use it and what you use it for, because it can really be a rabbit hole trappy thing. And remember, it has an agenda. It's programmed by someone that wants something from you. It is not sentient. It is based on predictive programming that you've given it. And it's not accountable. Like, so fucking what if it lies to you? Right? So people are saying, what's happening with the property? Are you still working? Blah, blah. Yes to all of the above. Right now, we've got the property for sale. It's very exciting. New adventure, new beginnings. We're downsizing a bit. It's very big here, anyone who's been here, and a lot of stuff going on it. And it's getting a lot for Johnny and I. So we are downsizing. And yeah, I'm still working, so I'm still doing readings. And yes, we've still got our guest house, if you will. So if you're coming from somewhere outside of the area and you need to stay while you're studying, yes, may we. But yeah, we're still up and running and I'm still doing my online stuff. Yeah, we're getting ready to launch a new way of doing our work, which is exciting, but I'll leave it there for now until it's a little bit more formed and I can give it to you. But yeah, exciting things to come. So keep up with the socials. I've posted a bit on Instagram because it's kind of really instantaneous for me. And it'll tell you the story of what's going on, really. I think my last posts were like how the Sphinx has become, excuse me, puss, fuck off, is how the Sphinx has become reconstituted, if you will, about the Amenti, about the Schumann, of course, the override, 1313. There's all stuff on that. So go to at Vicky Veronese, Eye of Ra, and it's always unfolding there. Meanwhile, Johnny is still doing sessions, mainly online at the moment. And what he's doing is the muscle testing and showing you how to run your meridians, how to do a meridian cleanse. It's really good. It's really good and handy. So yeah, we're still at it. You just gotta connect. So another thing I wanted to talk about regarding the moon is, people are talking about let's return to the natural 13 moon calendar. It's just another prison, people. It's still based on the moon. The moon is not our friend. The moon was inserted with the consciousness invasion. The moon is holding programs. So whether or not you want to be in a Gregorian calendar or a 13 moon calendar, you go with that. I'll take the spiral calendar, thanks, the one that's coming. It's a different way of being. It's hard to imagine, so feel it. Feel what it would be like to live inside a golden mean spiral. Feel what it would be like to have no entropy or atrophy, because that's what we're getting beamed at us, right? Think of that toroidal field. There's a top and a bottom because that's where we're bound. Like there was this thing where you could only drill so far into Mu. And of course, we've got space in the firmament, but suddenly it stops. Like, what the fuck? Get real. No, 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 no. That's part of this toroidal field, like the clamp down, the 7.83, whatever the fuck Schumann shit is, right? So all of that, that's part of the tilt. That's part of the 13 moon. That's part of the construct. That's the insert. You're inside a golden mean spiral. No entropy, no atrophy. There is no time. There is only now. And now is measured in ignition. I know it's like, what the fuck? It's like abstract. What the fucking smoke more, bitch? No, feel it and you'll understand. Feel it. It's a state of being. That's 1313. That's the override. No entropy and atrophy. No recursion. I hate that fucking word. What else can I use? No looping. Nothing goes back on itself. Each time there's a spiral, it moves upward, onward, outward. No repetition. No repetition, no mimicking or mirroring. Dig? Suppose I better spend more time on this for people. Anyway, it'll all come out in those videos that I'm going to do, for those who can't get to the books. It's a bit exciting, I suppose. Yeah, it's all happening. So anyway, until we meet again, John, you'll laugh on that inside joke. Until we connect again, um, just stay centered, stay in self, really feel, is this right? Don't let your emotions send you into reaction and out of center, and then you're acting through programming. Capiche? Right? The more centered you are, the more you can take a breath, the more aligned you are with Moo 1313, the spiral upgrade, all that shit. This will be a revelation, not a reckoning. Oh, I wish I could tell you all the fun consciousness warrior shit that's been going on. I just don't think it's prudent. I think we're winning.